Hi guys, so here is our chapter 29, reporting in a hyperinflationary economy. So, medyo kakaiba to kasi may halo siyang economics. So, how do you do FS when there is a hyperinflationary circumstances in your economy? Like, for example, ano nangyayari ngayon sa ating bansa? Ano? Okay? So, if you're hearing something, that's my electric fan. Masyado maingay na electric fan ko. So, yun. Hyperinflationary. So, it's actually an economic environment wherein yung general population is mas gusto nilang yung kanilang kayamanan is non-monetary. Okay? And if monetary ay nasa stable foreign currency. So, naghahanap sila ng isang foreign currency sa buong mundo at ililipat nila or ang tawag din i-exchange nila from peso to that certain currency yung kanilang pera para stable or yung value ng pera nila is stable pa rin. Okay? Its non-monetary amounts are seen in relatively stable foreign currency. So, it's either yung wealth nila is nakaproject as a foreign currency na stable. Okay? Yung sales and purchases ay nasa prices lang in order to compensate expected loss. So, ibig sabihin, yung pambawi lang ng puhunan. Okay? So, like yung nangyayari ngayon. If non-essential good ikaw, at ang company mo is non-essential good, pinagbebenta mo siya at yung mapambawi lang nung nawala mo. Kaya marami ka makikitang nakasale ngayon. Okay? Interest rates, wages, and prices are linked to a price index. So, may sinasabi ang head ng finance ng buong bansa. So, in our case, that's Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, may sinasabi silang general index na ginagamit in order to compute interest rates, wages, and prices due to appropriate sa isang hyperinflationary economy. Okay? Cumulative rate over 3 years is approaching or exceeds 100. So, usually, yung index is cumulative rate over 3 years. Okay? Next, past 29. So, that is the standard governing reporting at hyperinflationary economy does not establish an absolute rate. So, walang absolute rate at which hyperinflation is deemed to arise, but is a matter of judgment. That is why dapat magaling mag-judge mag-judge ang mga ekonomista natin in order to relay the message that we are actually in a hyperinflationary circumstances sa businesses para at least yung accountant alam nila kung paano i-project ang kanilang FS. Financial statement shall be stated in measuring unit. Ano yung measuring unit na yun? The constant peso accounting. Okay? So, we have constant peso accounting. Ano po siya? It's actually restatement of conventional, yung historical values ng FS into a purchasing power, reflecting the purchasing power of peso using the general index number na iproproject ng head ng finance, okay, or ng Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, known as purchasing power or price level accounting, in order to reflect the true value of our money. Okay? Monetary items. So, these are how do you know that your assets and liabilities are considered as monetary items? So, they are actually money held and assets and liabilities to be received or paid in fixed or determinable amount of money. So, pwede siyang bilhin at pwede siyang sa assets may marireceive kang pera at sa liabilities kailangan siya bayaran gamit ang pera. Ang tawag doon is monetary items. So, monetary items refer to cash and assets that represent a fixed amount of pesos to be received and obligations na pambayad. Ayun nga. Okay? Next, you have non-monetary items. Alam niyo naman sa accounting, kapag hindi siya pumasok as monetary, siya ay non-monetary. Okay? So, peso amounts reported in the FS differ from the amounts that are ultimately realizable or payable. So, hindi na yung true value niya naka-reflect sa FS. Because of hyperinflationary circumstances, it's either bababa or tataas yung value niya. Paano malalaman? Constant peso accounting. Okay? Absence of a right to receive or an obligation to deliver or fix. So, yung non-monetary items, yung hindi ka pwedeng makatanggap ng pera by using the asset or hindi mo pwedeng bayaran ng pera para mawala yung liability. Okay? General Price Index, ito yung sinasabing index number kanina. You have index number used for restatement, constructed by the government, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and shows how much the overall level of prices the economy has changed over time. So, yun yung reflection niya. So, kapag mataas ang index number, ibig sabihin, the purchasing power of the currency is low. So, when the purchasing power is low, ang tawag is inflation. Nag-i-inflate ang prices kasi mababa ang halaga ng pera ng bansang yon. Okay? Decrease in index. When the index decreases, ibig sabihin, tumataas ang purchasing power ng currency na yon. Okay? Do you get it? Para silang, the index and the purchasing power are inversely related. Okay? So, pag mataas ang purchasing power mo, you have deflation. Okay? Bumababa yung mga prices mo, lumalakas ang iyong purchasing power. Okay? So, yan. Gain or loss on purchasing power. Kapag inflation, loss is incurred for monetary assets. So, nababawasan yung total value ng assets mo, kaya loss yon. Pero on the part of your liabilities, nagkakaroon ka ng gain kasi lumiliit yung value na babayaran mo. Okay, in a sense, okay? So, yun. Kumbaga, hindi na siya yung reflection ng true value ng utang mo. Okay? So, yun. Deflation naman, may gain ka. It's the other way around. May gain ka sa monetary assets because nag-i-increase yung value niya. Pero, pagdating sa monetary liabilities mo, mas malaking babayaran mo. So, loss siya. Sa halip na ito yung dapat bayaran mo because of deflation, lumalaki yung halaga ng liabilities. Okay? So, restatement, how do you restate or what do you do in reporting in a hyperinflationary economy? You first procedure, i-classify mo muna yung items as non-monetary at monetary. Okay? Next, mali pa lang aking grammar. Monetary items not restated. So, hindi mo kailangan i-restate ang monetary items. Hindi mo kailangan gamitan ng constant peso accounting. Then, you have non-monetary items are restated to constant peso accounting. So, kung mapapansin mo, non-monetary items lang ang nire-restate using constant peso accounting. That is, using the index number. Okay, that's the current index number divided by the prior index number multiplied by the historical amount of the non-monetary items. That's in your book, the formula. Okay, some non-monetary items are at current values. So, ito, you have to restate them at current values like property, plant, and equipment revaluation. Okay? All items of income statement are restated using general index or average index. Lahat daw ng line items sa income statement will be restated using the general index or the average index, whichever is more appropriate and available. Okay? Next, you have general purchasing power gains or losses is computed for monetary items. So, after you deal with non-monetary, you go to the monetary and you compute for gains and losses in purchasing power. At ilalagay mo yung gains and losses mo sa profit or loss in the income statement. Okay? So, you have to restate also property, plant, and equipment, goodwill, intangible assets sa kanilang recoverable amount or if it exceeds yung tunay nilang value. Okay? alisin mo ang revaluation surplus kasi wala nang kwenta yan. Okay, eliminated na siya. And the retained earnings, ito lang yung time na pwedeng balancing figure ang retained earnings. That's in your equity. Okay? Comparative FS are also restated. So you have, if you're doing interim FS, you have to present the comparative FS also in constant peso accounting for non-monetary items and the procedures for monetary items reporting for hyperinflationary economy. Okay? Ay, yun lang. So, that ends the lesson. So, ganun lang siya kadaling intindihin. Okay, this is much more applicable these times kasi we are in a pandemic, we are in a crisis. Hopefully, we deal with it properly and fast in order for us to transition into normal again. Pero it's the new normal na. Okay, I hope you're all doing well. I miss you guys. Okay, and hopefully all of you, I'll see all of you sa summer class kasi it's ang tawag din eh, it's part of the curriculum and you'll enjoy it. Hopefully, ako yung professor nyo. You'll enjoy it kasi at the comfort of your home, you'll do online class. So, para sa akin naman, naranasan ko na kasi ang online class sa masterals ko. So, parang I have complied with naman. I have understanding professors naman. So, yun. So, kami naman, 3 subjects lang naman kami. So, hope to see you guys there. Para productive yung 1 month niya. 1 month lang siya. Yung summer class. Then afterwards, second year na kayo. Okay? So, if you have questions, please feel free to message me. Bye-bye!